I did business deal, rock her back up, but then I had to just skirt out the window.
That's disgusting. So you didn't even find her attractive and you thought I'd still hit it anyway. We had talked about it being her and me, but when she arrived, she was dragging a kid with her. Hi guys, welcome back to our channel, Amyyandtayy.
Yes, guys, 10k subs now. So yeah, big up to you guys. Keep supporting. Like, comment and subscribe, you know how it is. But yes, we're going to be doing something with a bit of a twist, aren't we?
Yeah, we're going to start this new series of us basically just talking.
Yeah, we're just going to be parked up in the car, talking to you guys. No sat-nav needed, just talking to you.
Because we're not driving anywhere.
Nah, there's no sat-nav, we're not driving, are we?
This way, you'll actually be able to get our personalities a bit more, rather than just watching me smack him about. Because I am actually really funny.
I like being smacked about. Basically what's going to happen, each episode we will talk about a specific topic, and we have got real life stories we are going to be speaking about.
So today's episode is all about worst dates.
Yeah.
Which I can't really relate to, because to be fair, I haven't been on many dates.
I bet you have.
Apart from with you. But then even we didn't really go on dates at
No,
first.
we didn't. I think my worst date was probably when I were at uni on Tinder. I went round to her place and she just didn't look like the pictures whatsoever.
Wow, what did she look like on the photos compared to?
Well, put it this way. In person, she was overweight. She definitely didn't look overweight in the pictures.
No, do you know what? That's one thing I hate, when girls edit their bodies. That's really bad. Like, and you can literally tell because you can see the walls bent and stuff.
But anyway, I did business deal, rock her back up, but then I had to just skirt out the window.
That's disgusting. So you didn't even find her attractive and you thought I'd still hit it anyway?
No, I found her a bit attractive, but not to the level where I want to stay
big
there.
girls?
You're not big.
So how big was she? Like,
Not as big as your mum.
That's massive.
If you're sat there now and you're thinking of a date you've been on, then comment down below
Oh yeah, I'd love
your
to
worst
hear.
date, and then we will react to it. We will be exposing you.
Well, to be fair, I feel like maybe some of these people haven't even been on their worst first date yet. Maybe it's still to come.
Yeah, maybe, but like I say, comment them down below and we'll feature in the video. We'll not say your names if you don't want to.
Do you think you've been someone's worst date?
Potentially. Like, I've been on cinema dates and you just sat there quiet.
They're so awkward, cinema dates.
Especially with me, like I say, I've never ever been for food or anyone for a date, so...
So do you not even eat in the cinema?
No, I ate on cinema. Popcorn bucket over at the lap. Grab a bit of popcorn, darling.
You disgust me.
So we're going to get straight into these worst date scenarios. The first one. Back when Tinder first came out, how long ago was that? I matched with and started talking to a girl who was in the same city in Florida. She and I agreed to meet at a restaurant I had been to a few times before. We had talked about it being her and me, but when she arrived, she was dragging a kid with her.
Ooh.
Which she never mentioned she had, let alone bringing him.
Honestly, that's mad, that. Dragging a kid with you and you not even, like, give him a bit of heads up.
Not even that, but she didn't even say, I have a kid.
Oh, right. So, they didn't know.
No, they
Had a
didn't
kid.
even know in the first place.
Big red flag, because some people, they don't want to get with any things with kids.
No. What was that?
I don't know.
If I was a single mum, one wouldn't take my kid on dates with me.
It's a bit weird, isn't it?
That is really weird. That's the first thing I'd say, by the way, I have a child. She sits down and almost immediately gets on her phone to largely ignore me and her kid. That's nuts. I tried striking up a conversation, but it was clear she was not here for me at all. So, her kid and I started colouring on placemats, drawing cartoon characters and things like that. That's cute, to be fair. So what, is she there for a free meal ticket, do you reckon?
They all are, aren't they?
Yeah, but I kind of think the guy should pay. No, it depends who asked who on a date. If you asked me on a date, I wouldn't be expecting to pay.
No, obviously not, because I'm asking you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if I asked you, then I wouldn't expect you to pay.
To be fair, I think it is quite normal, the men paying on first dates, but no chance of my paying deep into the relationship. Like,
We know.
all the time.
To be fair, you got me this, guys, which that's good. That was good going for today. Food arrives, we all eat, and then she asks if she can order another entree. What's that?
Another person, isn't it?
I think it's another meal.
Oh, another meal, okay.
I had no intention of paying for her food at this point, so I said sure. I get up to use the bathroom and go to see the waiter about the check. I pay for my food and the kids' meal.
Fair play. He's paid for kids' meal. I actually rate that guy.
Yeah, that's
good. I think that woman, you know, one who's turned up for a date, I reckon she's made a mistake.
Yeah.
Not.
Because I reckon you would have. Yeah, not interacting with him.
Yeah, he would have been a decent person.
Yeah. I paid for my food and the kids' meal because he and I were having a pretty good time during Minecraft characters. I stuck her with both her entrees and her drinks and then bailed and blocked her on everything.
Bloody hell.
Wow.
That is mad.
So he left her to pay all her food and all her drinks.
So, next story. Let's go. Met a girl who was a friend of a friend on a night out and hit it off, so I got a number.
Are you dyslexic?
A bit. What's wrong with me? Dyslexic
No,
anyway?
nothing.
Oh, clearly it's you,
No,
isn't it?
it's not.
Why you got your arm around me? Like I'm a little girl.
Sorry.
Met a girl who was a friend of a friend on a night out and hit it off, so I got a number. Set up a dinner date later that week.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever been out with a friend of a friend?
Friend of a friend. My friend's friend. Yes, I have.
Okay.
But no, I wasn't on a date. We just I saw him at a house party.
Yeah, it's better if you do a friend sibling, innit? Right.
You've done a friend's sibling.
Day of the date, she texted me that her grandpa died. I told her it was okay to reschedule, but she still wanted to go out. That's a bit dodgy. The thing is, she might be wanting to get her mind off things, though. Do you know what I mean?
But still,
End of the day,
a
if you're
date.
getting smashed after the date, you're not thinking about your grandma dying or whatever.
Yeah, but go on a walk or a run or something. That's crazy. Or what day did you meet? The day my granddad died.
Said she was to meet at the city and just didn't want to be alone. I agree, knowing it probably be a little rough, but boy did I underestimate it.
Oh no.
I can't see where this one's going. It's not going to end well,
It's
is it?
not going to end well.
It's not looking good, Bev. It's not looking good.
She showed up wasted and proceeded to drink another 4 drinks at dinner. The entire
Wow.
conversation revolved around how she was bisexual for some reason. We don't mind a bit of that.
You don't.
Bit of scissoring and that. Have you ever done it?
No.
After dinner, we decided to meet up with mutual friends, partly because I wanted to have some extra support since it seemed she was spiralling.
Yeah, good idea. To be fair.
I don't know if I'd do that though.
What? Call your mates?
Yeah, that's not a bad shot, is it?
Calling mates is a good chat, but say I was your friend of a friend, yeah, and you met me for the first time, and this was you in this situation. You need to call like a mix of people, not just all your guy mates.
Thing is, it must have been awkward if they're calling other people to help out.
That must have been so awkward.
To wingman him. Right.
So awkward.
At that point, the conversation turned to her aggressively attempting to take me home and sleep with me, which I
Oi, oi.
declined since she was blackout drunk.
Fair play, because most guys would jump on that opportunity.
I don't know if I would.
They would.
I know a lot of lads who would not do that. And me
Yeah.
personally, I probably wouldn't do it either.
Well, one, you would, and
What?
two,
What do you mean no wouldn't, you weirdo?
you would.
No, I wouldn't.
If you was,
Well, I'd
if
rape
you-
someone, yeah.
No, if you was,
Well, that's
if
what it
you-
is.
Yeah, but if you were single
No, I
and
wouldn't.
you was, so you've never.
I've come across girls who have been drunk when I've been single. I've never even touched them because they're too off their head. Why would you? Decided to call it a night at that point and tried to get her a ride home, but she refused. She clearly wanted the wood. That's all I
She
know.
wanted the wood. Fair play though. This guy seems like a decent guy. Not sleeping with her, so not taking advantage of her, and trying to get her home safe.
Anyway, it finished off. He got one of her friends to walk her home, and he never spoke again.
So her granddad died on that day, and she lost him.
I don't think she really wanted to go on a date. I reckon she just wanted a backdoor smash.
Maybe he did himself a favour, actually.
Let us know what you think of that one, guys, because I don't know what to think of that one.
I don't know what to think of that one. He probably did himself a favour for never speaking to her again. He told me prior to the date he was a widower. Once I arrived at the restaurant, he told me he was saving me a parking spot by standing in it.
What? Standing in a parking spot to save it?
That's crazy.
Looking like a little retard.
That's weird.
Nah.
I would 100% turn around if I saw you ever standing in a car parking spot waiting for me. I asked him not to, as I think it was a jerk move, and told him I'd already parked. Who wants to start a date pissing off other people who are trying to park? Imagine that. Just getting yelled at for standing in a car parking spot. So he wanted me to make it worthwhile.
He thinks, imagine that though, he thinks impressing a girl is,
Oh, I saved him a spot.
Not even got shouted at while standing in, and I still stayed stood here.
honestly, proper soldier, isn't he?
As soon as we were seated, he said, well, let me show you some recent vacation pics, and spent like 10 minutes explaining all his vacation pics to me. They were all of him alone in the wilderness, in different spots with some dead-eyed stare. So, creepy. What, just in the wilderness on his own?
On his own, he ain't got no mates then, has he?
No, clearly not. Then I mentioned my divorce, and he made his big production of how he must be so frustrated that he hadn't told me how his wife died. I said, no, that's fine for now. Why would you even say that? Then he says, in case you don't believe me, and shows his phone on my face, he will show me his wife's death certificate.
That's dodgy. Do you reckon he killed her?
Big statement? Surely not. Because surely if she died ages ago, it won't be like in your recent camera roll.
He might have it as his lock screen picture or something.
Why would I doubt it? Had there been some questions about his involvement, why did he have his wife's death certificate at the ready like that? That's so true. Why did he?
No idea.
Why did he?
No one knows.
If anyone watching this is a widower...
Comment down below.
No, let us know what you think about this, because surely it's not normal. But people handle grief differently.
Yeah, that's true.
He held up a plastic trash bag that was stuffed with plates of food. My neighbour brought me some food, so I thought I'd share it with you. I swear they're at a restaurant.
I don't get what's happening here.
I don't know what's happening. At this point, I know there is no way I dare to eat whatever he brought. He doesn't seem stable. It was awkward to be at a restaurant with a massive trash bag of desserts next to me. As I'm trying to wrap up our Olive Garden date, he started planning our next date. He wanted to cook for me at his place.
Wanted to get her into the room.
Oh gosh. I said I wouldn't be comfortable going to your house on a second date. I'm sorry. He says, unprompted, oh, don't worry about it. If I get too excited, I know how to be a gentleman and go in the bathroom and handle it myself.
No! God, please, no! No! No!
The waitress quickly brought our check over, probably because he hadn't said this quietly. I made it to my car that night. Yes, I think he killed his wife.
Wow. That is mad.
That is crazy.
Crazy story, but it's, you know, that story's going all over the place.
Yeah, it like cuts from one thing to another
Yeah, I think it was a narrator who caused that issue, so let's go.
What, me?
I can already see where this is going though. 5 lads and 1 girl. Big orgy.
Sounds like a porno category.
What you been watching on Pornhub? In her mind, it was better to meet up with 6 guys in one night and determine who she wanted to see again. That is crazy.
That is crazy.
Honestly, to be fair, I think I'd actually... Do you know if I was back single and could plan to do that? Like, meet up with 5 girls. I think I'd rather do that and just pick out of a one.
Why are you thinking about that? Okay, if I was in that mix of that 5, would you pick me?
depends if you're better than the other people in group.
So, wow.
No, I'm just saying that is in a way, a tactical and clever way of picking a girl.
You're crazy.
Go on a group night out.
No, you're just a player. Don't listen to him, guys. That's a player's move.
As opposed to meeting with 6 different guys on 6 different nights. They might be short for time. Do you know what I mean? I'm a busy person. I'd rather get them all out on the same night.
You are not single. So why are you talking like you can do this?
I'm putting myself in their position.
Well, don't put yourself in this position.
Jeez. It apparently did not turn out well for her, but the dudes ended up hanging out with each other all night and bar hopping. Well.
What, is that it?
Yeah, so
Oh.
it didn't go well for the woman who organised a date with 5 other blokes. However, the blokes got friendly, and you never know.
Got friendly.
They might have been.
I just think it's weird. You don't need to go on a date with 6 people at once just to find out who you like more. Just go.
Speak for yourself.
You think it's a good idea? You genuinely
I think that was a good idea.
You're crazy.
Right. Anyway, I think that wraps up today's video.
I quite enjoyed that, to be fair.
Yeah,
them.
that's our first take on it and our first episode. So we hope you enjoyed it. If you did, let us know in the comments. We need to know. So get typing.
Yeah, we need to know. Please comment. Everyone watching this, leave a comment of either a bad date, what you want to hear us talk about next, or if you enjoyed this.